paddle and take the course. I trained a lot in the north of France. Water's pretty rough, coast is pretty rocky. That's Frank, my rowing partner. He's a crack up. That was a really good experience. So this is basically in this tiny boat. We rowed from the Canary Islands to Antigua. You don't have any support boat. You eat dehydrated food, you desalinate your water, and you have a bucket for a toilet. So it's really hardcore. It's the Paralympic Games. This is the Indian Ocean. I did so well in the Atlantic with Frank that they asked me to skipper a crew of 8 able-bodied crew to set a speed record. So I was the only person with a disability on the boat, and I was the skipper. And we set world records. So there's like amazing sunrises and sunsets, marine life, horrific sores from salt water, rashes. It's you're rowing 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I mean, it's pretty difficult. There's fatigue. I say you get pretty tired, as well as all the sores and everything. But it's a lot of cool stuff. What? The boat never stops, and you never get off the little boat. So you're always just trying to set a decent course to the finish line. And what I discovered in ocean rowing is just like in real life, there's like things that blow you off course. And it's like, it's not about what blows you off course. It's not about what situation and circumstance and what happens to you in life. It's about taking yourself from where you find yourself and getting to your destination or your finish line. So. Where am I at? Does anybody have any questions so far? Rowoflife.com is the website, and I do have my pairs boat in Long Beach. I take people out on it on a regular basis who want to try ocean rowing. I also organize ocean rowing safety seminar classes. So
did you have a question? Could you put it right
when people are interested in it, they can come down to Long Beach, call me, or my contact info's on the website.
Angela, how long did it take you to go across the Atlantic Ocean rowing?
The Atlantic took 66 days, 23 hours, and 24 minutes.
Woo! How about the Indian Ocean?
The Indian Ocean took 58 days.
Oh.
So
did you run into rough weather?
Absolutely. We ran into, there's lots of storms, like 4-meter waves. Waves as tall as the ceiling. We actually, on the Indian Ocean, our boat got knocked over, which a knockdown is like a near capsize. The boats are designed to self-right, and they don't always self-right, but ours kind of did. So basically on day 3 after we left Western Australia, our boat got knocked down by a 40-foot wave, and we almost lost one of our crew members. But you're required to wear like a tether or a lifeline to the boat. But the normal seat for a rowing boat is padded and cushioned. But we broke some oars, and so I brought one of my broken oars. And this seat, actually I made this seat out of a battery cover, and this is the seat that I rowed 58 days on the Indians. I had the worst butt sores in any ocean rower in ocean rowing history. But this is the seat that I actually finished the row on, the 55 days to row across the Indian on. So this is what the seat is. So if anyone's wondered about it, I've been carrying it around. That's it. So we actually, our steering system went out on the Indian too, and we had to build a homemade tiller, which anybody who knows about sailing kind of knows. You have a rudder and a tiller kind of system. We had an autopilot in the beginning, but we ended up steering with a tiller system for the remaining row. But yeah, the storms can come up quick. There's, the squalls. storms. Like I say, you're always trying to set a good direction. If you can't set a good direction and you're getting blown off course, you can put out what's called a parachute anchor and try to not lose as many miles, but you do get blown backwards a lot, off course a lot, and let's say it's pretty difficult. It's like trying to row while you're riding a bull. It's like I say, it's like rowing is a sport where in a sprint race you're done in 4 minutes. Bull riding, you're done in 2 minutes. But if you extend that over time and distance, say 2 or 3 months and 3,000 miles, that's the sport of ocean rowing.
I think that's great.
All right, I'm going to show a DVD with highlights of the actual ocean crossing now. So we left, the Atlantic was from La Gomera in the Canary Islands to Antigua in the West Indies, 2,550 nautical miles, about 2,900 land miles. The Indian Ocean was from Western Australia to Mauritius, which is about 3,100 nautical miles. Yeah. So. It was an organized race. Frank and I were the only disabled people in the race. And out of 16 pairs boats, we came in 8th place. Out of the 22 boats in the race, we came in 10th overall. We didn't really speak each other's languages, so we didn't talk a lot, needless to say. He tried to teach me some French, and he asked me some words in English. Like one day the clouds came over the boat and it started raining, and he pointed up to the sky and he said, "Nuage." And he says, "What is in English?" And I told him it was "piss on you." And I was inside the cabin and it started raining one day, and he's pointing up to the sky yelling, "Piss on you, piss on you." So it was kind of funny. You'd run into container ships out there. One or two of them that get pretty close. You know, your tiny boat, they can't see you and they can't stop. So there have been collisions at sea. It is a dangerous sport. There is a missing at sea category. Peter Bird is one of our lost at sea people. We do have like satellite phones now, GPS systems. A lot of technology has improved the safety record, but we manage our risk just like in everything else in life. It's like you just kind of got to make a plan and manage the risk in it. So.